I'm from Michigan. Just a very quick background so you know who's talking with you. 5 kids, 5 grandkids, couple traditional businesses, and kind of came to know that I needed something more for a lot of different reasons. Obviously, you know, sometimes it's fulfillment for people or financial or health or whatever that may be. For me, it was all those things. And so I get super excited. Like I'm honored truly to come and share this message. And I often feel like maybe I am more excited to be here than the people that are going to hear it, because I really feel that strongly about what we're doing here. So, you know, without further ado, I do want to get started. You're here. We're going to share our screen. I'm a visual learner. I think a lot of people are. And so I want to take you into a PowerPoint that's just going to give you a little bit of background and exactly why you're here. Whoever invited you obviously has some strong feelings for what you're doing, where you're at in your life. Perhaps this can be something that can help you. So bear with me one sec while we get that up. And I'm assuming that you guys can see this and hear it as well. So this happy face you is one of our logos, something that makes me really, really happy every time I see it. I actually think I have mine on tonight. And so basically we're here for a company called Uforia Science. And Uforia is new to the marketplace, not in terms of the capability it has, nor in terms of actually being in the market, but under the name Uforia, they've taken it to a whole new level. And so what is Uforia? Uforia Science is a biotech company that creates custom designer supplementation based on the genetic testing of a person's DNA. And I want to say that one more time. I want you to really think about it. Now, it's a biotech company. Bio and tech are two of the fastest growing industries on the planet right now. Ours creates custom designer supplementation based on your genetic testing or your own DNA. Here at Uforia, I'm proud to be partnered with these gentlemen. Anybody would be, honestly, especially if you happen to know this type of industry at all. Here on the left, Mr. Ron Williams. Ron has captained many ships and has done incredible things, has a great reputation. He was in retirement, was asked to come out of retirement to head up Uforia, and we are proud he is our CEO. What I really love about these three people I'm going to introduce you to is that all of them have already made a mark. They really are here for a legacy at this point in the game, and that makes me happy because culture is really key and impact is key, and there are so many ways to go out and do that. However, when you can do it at a level that affects people both emotionally and physically, it's very important. Over on the right, Liquor Logistics, best company in the back end area that you can really set your sights on. Truly, Terry Liquor is a brilliant man. He's sort of the Shark Tank of manufacturing. He only works with people who are working with disruptive products in the marketplace. And so we're lucky to have him. He knows his game, no question about it. I've seen the manufacturing facility. It's world class. Eric Worre, for those of you that don't know that name, Eric Worre is the most sought after coach maybe on the planet, honestly, not only in sales and marketing, but even in personal development and motivation. This is the first time he's actually thrown his hat into the ring to be part of a company specifically, and it's because he knew what's going on. So if you were to look at this and you were to think like Jeff Bezos and let's say Zuckerberg and Steve Jobs, right? The three of them get together on something, like you'd be a little interested in what's going on. That's very much the way that these guys are looked at. So back in the olden days, this is what actually my house kind of looked like when I was young. That's what the medicine cabinets looks like, right? And people didn't know what they were doing. They just were kind of going blindly in to try to supplement in the best way possible. And the funny thing is that these pictures, the next three pictures I'm going to show you, they are actually a friend of mine. Okay, and she is really, really passionate about health. However, she's doing what many people are doing. Look at this. I wasn't great at blowing them up. They're a little wider than they should be. But when you look at it, like this is the way people feel about when they go to the vitamin aisle and they have no idea what they're doing. Truly, they have no idea what they're doing. And the thing is that it's called blind nutrition, guys, and it's all we've known. And it hasn't really developed or progressed in almost 80 years. So what we've done all that time is understand that our bodies need nutrition, understand that that's the way that we work the best, is being properly nutritioned, but we've really kind of treated it as one formula for every single person, and there's a lot of uncertainty there. We're all unique, so it's really expensive, it's wasteful. More people than not have cupboards that look something like those tables looked in those pictures, and maybe don't even know what's at the back, but very hesitant to throw anything away because they don't know. And so then what happened, that started about 70 or 80 years ago. Then about 10 years ago, integrative medicine came to the table. And guys, what's really cool about this is it really brought us to the forefront of targeted nutrition. The thing with targeted nutrition is that based on education and based on prior experience with other people, an integrative health specialist or a functional medicine doctor, they would be able to target and say, okay, you're dealing with, insomnia, say, for instance, so we know from studies that this has proven to help many people, not everybody, but many people. So let's just give you more of it. Okay. And so really honorable and a great kind of step in the right direction, but not perfect. And then came Uforia. Uforia brought designer nutrition to the table. This is progress. Let's just put it that way. It's progress. Science-based, exclusive and proprietary, meaning we own the software for it. We're the only people with the manufacturing for it. The thing about this is DNA based, and we all know that there is very little room for error with DNA. So if you are actually nutritionally supplementing your body based on your own genetics, you can rest assured that what you're getting is real. And so I'm really excited about that. So what do? Simple cheek swab. That's all it is. People are very, very comfortable with the DNA space now. And you send it in, postage paid envelope, whole 9 yards. And within about 14 to 20 days, it goes to HIPAA compliant labs, CLIA certified labs, all medical labs, no Google labs, and they test these 18 SNPs. And I want to spend just a moment here. Take a look at them. These are what we call the dashboard of your health. Okay, so in other words, healthy weight management, mitochondrial, inflammatory, blood pressure, heart, vitamin D. These are the things that drive you from the very essence of who you are. So these 18 SNPs are tested. And when you get your report back, it looks like this. So it's layman. Okay, anybody can read it. And so green just basically means that neither of your parents gave you a variant. A SNP, guys, is truly just something that is passed down from your parents that makes that particular gene not work optimally. Okay, so if you have green, you didn't get that SNP. Your gene works perfectly. If you have a yellow in any of these SNP tests, it means one parent passed on a variant for you, and red means both parents did, and you need to support yourself in those areas. So what's cool about it is that once that happens, the software pairs with your DNA test and creates for you your own formula. It's called Utrition. Okay, remember, nobody else, that we are first to the marketplace with this, which it's a really big deal. It's a disruptive product. There are many manufacturers of blind nutrition vitamins right now wondering how we were able to get our hands on the software and that kind of thing. The reason why is this. There's a couple things. First thing is that this is made all the way to the microgram clinical dosages just for you. It's labeled with your name and a unique barcode that's just yours and sent right to your door. Now, the cool part about it, and I want you to pay attention to this too, because it's going to come up again in just a couple minutes, is that when you have an individualized product, a custom-made product, there's no resale value. And that's a really important piece of the puzzle for company, for growth, for depth of vision, for those kinds of things. So we'll talk a tiny bit more about that, but why do people take DNA tests? There's lots of reasons: heritage, personality, physical traits. These two on the left that you see on the screen, they were the #1 online Christmas gift of 2018. Okay, people are curious. The thing is that once you find out that you're like Scottish, Irish, green eyes, brown hair, whatever it is, then what? Then what do you do? The most important one that you're ever going to take will determine how you stay healthy, how you help your family stay healthy, and by actually taking actionable steps to use that information and supplement and support yourself. Okay. And what's really interesting to me about products like this is that I really think that because you can't see what's going on inside of you, we don't think about it the same as we do like skincare or hair care, right? Where you can actually see quantifiable results. The fact of the matter is that this product was in a market study for 7 years. 50,000 people and almost 500,000 months of product was shipped out prior to Uforia taking over this brand. And this has had unprecedented results. I can't go there. I can't make any claims like that. Do know this though, that there have been such amazing results with this product that they are coming out with a medical grade line for practitioners, and they are clamoring for it. So understand that this is the real deal. So easy, right? Blind Nutrition, Designer Nutrition, you can see the targets, right? I mean, now that this is here, we're not going backwards. It is progress. You can think of it like, I mean, these are really obvious, analogies, but think of like Blockbuster on the left and Netflix on the right, right? What happened to Blockbuster? Well, for a while they kind of held their own, but eventually everybody made the step forward into the progress. Same thing with landlines and cell phones, right? It's natural for people to first of all wait and see, and then eventually everybody makes that move. And trust me when I tell you, Blind Nutrition, it's on its way out. I don't know how long it'll take, but Designer Nutrition will be all that's available eventually. And it won't be long until babies are swabbed at birth, and they'll be nutritionally supplemented right from birth. So know that this science is really getting to those areas. How do you get the kit? It's super, super easy. You purchase, it's called a U-Start kit. It looks just like that. In there is your little swabs. You can see them in the picture. A pre-trition, which is like get your body ready for your paired unique formula. It's based on AC11, which is gene repair. You send in your swab. There is a one-time $99 lab fee. It's nothing in the scheme of DNA testing. But be prepared. There will be a one-time. You'll never have to be tested again. And you shoot your swabs off to the lab. And that's all you need to do. Now, this is what I really love too, and this, we are super progressive as a company, both in the way that we treat our customers, the way that they're kept apprised of everything that's going on, also in terms of the way that we market. And most progressive companies out there, including Amazon, etc., they offer programs where with referrals, you can be compensated, whether that's free product or bonus points or whatever that is. Here at Uforia, same exact thing. If you are a customer of this product, people stick. I mean, you never, ever, ever can go backwards. You can't know this information, have your DNA tested, understand what your body has spoken to you and told you it needs, and then disregard it and go back to the grocery store, right? So when you tell people about this and they try Uforia as well, you're able to have discounted product yourself. One is 25% off, two 50% off, etc. So with 4 customers, you no longer have to pay for your product. So it's a really great way to not only support your own health, but help the people that you care about do the same. So the next part of the presentation today is really about the unique business opportunity that's associated here, guys. And I know business pretty well. I have, again, 2 traditional businesses, both of which are pretty successful. And just the reason why I have made the move to really sort of like a health support person is that I just knew, like I woke up one day, I'd been praying on it a bunch and just knew that I love my companies. They're just never going to get me much more than they already have. They're just not. I've kind of capped it financially because I don't have any more time. I have to still work it. I'm really sort of I hesitate to say in control, but I mean, I care a lot about the quality and making sure that we represent really well. So I'm still hands-on, and I made a really big decision to kind of step away from day-to-day operations and really concentrate on this. And the reason why is because there are certain times in business where timing is crucial. And I've had the opportunity to be very closely partnered with like the CEO and the lead scientist on the scientific advisory panel and even the lead geneticist. And I've bridged those connections. And what we have here is an insane concept first time to the marketplace, and the timing is critical. And I knew that. And so I went ahead and took this leap. And I want to talk to you a little bit about that. I'm never here to convince anybody. I truly am about education. And I just know there are people out there that are looking for a little something extra. So most of the time when we get to this part, people are asking themselves two questions. Okay. And I know I do. I'm really open-minded to anything that's out there. So I watch a lot of these things. But the first things are, can I do it? And is it worth it? Right? And those are natural. Of course you want to ask that. It has to be both. Right? It has to be both. Yes, you have to be able to do it, and yes, it has to be worth it, or why bother, right? So you have to just understand this. I had to really understand this, and when I learned it, I knew it was time for me to like shift my mind a little bit and understand that there are different ways to earn money than we've necessarily been taught. Okay, wealth distribution, 97% of the people, 97% of the wealth is owned by 3% of the people. All right, 97% of the money is owned by just 3% of the people. Why is that? Because most of the time, and I was even guilty of it, I have 5 kids, 3 of which went through traditional college, we're taught that. We're taught to go out and get jobs, right? And so that's linear income. It means that as much as you can work, as many hours as you can work is all you can do. Right? You're not making money when you're not actually there, very rarely. So linear income is going out and getting a job and having somebody pay you for your time there. Leveraged income is what the 3% do. So I had a mentor tell me a little bit more about this, and I was incredibly intrigued. 97% trade time for money, okay? Hourly employees, salaried employees, etc. The old way, this is what my dad did. And when my dad did it, it worked. When I got out of college, I thought it would work. It didn't take me long to understand that was not really what was going on anymore. And now in today's world, it's not working. It's just totally not working. The old way was this: you work 40 hours a week for 40 years of your life, and you retire on 40% of your income. And that worked for my dad. He was a financial analyst for Ford Motor Company here in Detroit. And that's exactly what he did. He actually worked a little longer than 40 years. That doesn't work anymore. Okay. And there's a couple really sad facts. The average retirement age is 72. Okay. And very few people are going to get a job out of college at 22 and work the same job till they're 72. I mean, almost none. But the average death age is 76. And I am the very first person to claim and tell people that this is not a dress rehearsal. All right. Don't wait till you're 76 to go out and do the things that you love. You know, just buy in. This is your life. And so I hated that fact. And then the loyalty in the marketplace, I'm seeing it with a ton of millennials that I work with. I mean, most millennials are staying at a job for 4.3 years. Okay, coming out of college, it's 4.3 years. It's not of their own volition. People are downsizing, shutting their doors. Technology is taking over everything. I mean, just walk outside, right? Outsourcing, all kinds of things are inhibiting people from being able to have any form of security. And it's really unfortunate. Now, what do the 3% do? They leverage income. They leverage all kinds of things to make money. They do work once and they get paid many, 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 many times. Okay, landlords, authors, rap artists, anybody who records a song and it plays for eternity. Michael Jackson's a great example. Michael Jackson is still, his estate still makes money today. Okay, and he's dead. Right? Leverage income. And as soon as I understood what that was and how to make it work, I knew I wanted to go master it. So how do we do it? Okay, this is Uforia knows a couple things. One is that traditional marketing isn't really playing well anymore with people. You're just like DVRing through commercials. Nobody's looking at billboards, etc. So they've given the people that love their product an opportunity to leverage everything they have to create an income. And for them, they get an opportunity to get the best form of marketing that there is, which is word of mouth, right? So it's win-win. In business, if you can find a win-win relationship, that is magic. Okay, and that is what's going on here. So what do we do? Now, Uforia, you saw it in the beginning. They have the science in place, 24 years in the making. We are the only people that own that software. Took them 24 years to make it. Okay, so competition's pretty far behind. The investment has been millions and millions and millions of dollars. This is a labor of love. This is not a quick, oh, let's come up with a product, sprinkle a little fairy dust on it, and call it a company. Okay, like we're talking a huge infrastructure worth millions of dollars. The software, again, we've mentioned that, the fulfillment, the customer service, the legal, all the systems in place, those kinds of things. They have all of that. We don't have to come up with any of that. Okay, and what works is this, is that when you leverage that along with a simple marketing plan, which is simply follow a system that's already put in place with you with an amazing phone app, you can run your entire business, you're sharing from your device. When you can do that, you leverage a marketing plan that makes word of mouth marketing, which is the most effective. No, that's true in traditional business too, not just here. I mean, in my two businesses, I do all referrals. It's all referrals. But traditional advertising isn't working anymore. I mean, it's really not. You know, even Super Bowl, like it used to be that everybody watched the commercials. Do you know that Taco Bell has not advertised at the Super Bowl for like 3 years? They've done almost everything through influencers. Why? Because it's where people's eyes are. They're not on the commercials, they're not on the billboards. So if you can leverage all of the infrastructure, the marketing plan, you also get a website, a free phone app, you get access to a whole bunch of other things that we'll talk about, but all of that, this is what you do. You pay $39.95 for the year, and you have the ability to share our product with, it doesn't matter who. It can be people at the gym, it can be your grandma, it can be anybody. And if they make a purchase, okay, it's based on sales, but it's just referral, okay? You're not like pulling a wagon and going door to door, right? You're just going to refer it. You're going to shoot them a quick little video, or maybe show them what you're doing, or show them yours, whatever that is. For $40 a year, you have access to all of this stuff. You can run your business from your back office. You can use our free phone app, and you are able to leverage everything they have. So you get to start your own business without all that risk. Okay, and so the next thing you do is you invest in your own inventory. And there's, you know, lots of people understand the idea of buying more in bulk for a little bit of money. So you can buy 3-packs, 5-pack, 10-pack. It doesn't matter. However you want to dip your toes in the water, or you can simply invest in your own pack. It doesn't matter. Okay, so for $159 for your own and $40 for the year to be able to access all of the things they have, you actually can start your own like online business. It's like a little store, you know, and you have a great website. The one thing I want to tell you guys is this. Do you know why franchising is so popular? It's popular not because it's inexpensive. It's not $500,000 just to apply for a McDonald's franchise. Okay, it's not that. What people are buying is not the building. It's not the buns. It's not the ketchup. They're buying the system. Why? Because it's already proven to work. Okay, we all know McDonald's has the best fries on the planet. McDonald's, when you buy a franchise, they're going to teach you to make the best fries on the planet, thereby guaranteeing success. That's what systems do, and Uforia has systems in place for everything that you need. Honestly, I know this space. I know the direct sales space. I know the network marketing industry space, and this company, it is, I'll say it again, it's world class. It is world class in what it offers the people who represent it. They are not cutting corners in anything they do, not in that, not in ingredients, nothing. So again, your U-Start kit, it looks like this. I want to just draw attention to the little green arrow at the bottom. That little code right there, that's your U-Start code. The coolest part about this, I think, and the part that I think could have been very easily missed with any other company, is that when you register your kit, everybody is really concerned about safety, and they should be. Okay, they should be. So when you register your kit, you go to ustart.com, just like it says, and you put in that code, and from that moment on, you are only recognized as a barcode. There is no human identifier any place beyond labeling, which is super cool. So just understand that we know that privacy is a very, very important piece of today's culture, especially with all of the online everything, and that has already been like double, triple, and 4 times checked. So definitely very good there. Once you do it, once you just get a kit or you get some inventory and you pay your $39.95, whoever invited you is like a sponsor, let's just say, like somebody who wants to help you succeed. And so remember the question, can I do it? If you can follow this checklist, if you can follow this checklist, you can do it. If you know how to use a device and you are at all familiar with phone apps, you can do it. If you have a computer, you can do it. Okay, it is so simple. Like it is, I don't want to say that running your business is simple. It's running a business. Okay, don't get me wrong. I want you to understand that. However, there's so little risk, right? You know, that you're able to dip your toe in the water and learn leverage. Because I want to tell you something, when you generate a sale, when you refer something and you generate a sale, you get paid a commission. Okay, so they're like, oh, somebody bought a 3-pack. Okay, you're gonna make, then this is hypothetical, but you're gonna make like $40. Somebody bought a 1-pack, you're gonna make $20. So based on the amount of product people buy, you make a commission. But guess what? This product ships every month. People stay on it. It's a product that's consumable. It's used all the time. So every single time that order ships, you get paid again and again and again. And that's how you leverage this. That's what you gain. So imagine this. Imagine when 2, 3, 4 years from now, there's now a skincare line and there's a weight management line. And those are all snips the scientists are working on, guys. This is not going backwards and it's not going away. If you can think beyond the end of your nose, I want you to think about how big this can actually be. Like, think about that. It really can be very, very big. So if you can do this checklist, we can get you started. This is really, really, really important. Just like that customer program I told you, if you come in and you're a customer, we love our customers. We are customer driven by very high percentages. It is a customer driven company. However, if you're a nutritionist and you get or you refer 1, 2, or 3, 4 customers, you also get your own product that you're using at those discounted rates. So imagine that. Imagine running a business with a multi-million dollar infrastructure that you don't have to worry about, okay? Being able to share this, having the best tools of any company, honestly, that I have seen in the marketplace, and then referring 4 people, and now you're running a business with almost unlimited income potential, you know, depending on what you want to do with it, for nothing. For nothing. You don't even have to pay for your own product. So understand this is a super, super, super great opportunity right now. You can leverage our tools. It's really easy. We have so many great videos. We have a team at the corporate office that concentrates specifically on this. We have the app, we have PDFs, we have all kinds of images, all kinds of recorded presentations. You can plug into our communities. Telegram group, Facebook groups, Zoom groups. We have an Experiencing Euphoria page that is all testimonials. It is, you cannot dispute what people are actually realizing with this product. We have events and trips. The first maiden cruise for the Euphoria cruise is this November. This is available. You can earn it. All kinds of different things going on. It's very, very fun. And so it kind of brings you back to the first 2 questions, right? Can I do it? And is it worth it? Okay. And I will tell you this. I will tell you that if you are inspired to do a little something different than what you're doing right now, even if it's to create just a little something extra on the side, if it's to better your health, if it's to be part of something, you know, bigger than you, if you want to network with a new network, yes, you can do this. You really can do this. Just plug in. And is it worth it? I can tell you that I've had my first company for 27 years. And that company is every single moment of blood, sweat, and tears worth it. I have been in this industry for 7 years, and this industry has done more for myself and my family than both of my other businesses combined. And it's not just in a financial way. It's in so many ways. My college students learned more in this, have developed more networking relationships in this than they have anywhere outside of this. And so, yes, it is worth it 100 times over. So all you really need to do is the next steps are get back to the person who invited you to the call. And please, you know, I really do want to thank you for jumping on a holiday. I love that. You know, I love that there are people out there looking for something different. And I love that you made it to this call. Get back with that person, become a nutritionist, okay? Get yourself a kit. It's worth it. It's going to help you. Pay the $40 and you are in the game for a year before that $40 charged again, and plug in, right? And just launch your business. And there's all kinds of ways to get that going, whether you want to crawl, walk, or run. You tell us, we will help you. So thank you again for joining me. My name is Laurie. I am a nutritionist with Euphoria, and we're here because being you has never felt better. So thanks, you guys. Have a great night. Bye.